Miss Kids, it's Cupcake Kamisama back here with another 10-day Lolita challenge video. Today we're going to deal with prompt number 3. Lolita pictures that inspire you. Not going to lie, this is a bit of a tricky one for me. Not because there aren't any Lolita pictures that inspire me, I'm just not in the habit of saving them, or there's not that many that have really stuck in my mind. It's just not something that I do, but I'll do my best to recall 3 that I could use here. Picture number 1 is actually the easiest one to recall because I'm looking at it right there. It's pinned to my corkboard just behind the camera there. It's a photograph of Crystal Dream Carnival and a coordinate that, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I know that the girl on Instagram, her handle is Choco no Kecha, or I'll put it somewhere. Now I don't actually remember whether I found that photo before or after I got Crystal Dream Carnival myself. It certainly was around that time, and I still look at that cord and think, this is really well put together, this is very well balanced, I love the handmade pieces, and it was also the first one that made me realise, hang on a moment, you also have a Venetian mask that you could use with that dress, which I actually still haven't. It will happen eventually, but just not now. It's a very inspiring picture, and because it was from that time when I was still kind of trying to get a hang of what coordinating is and how that thing works, being able to see something like this. And that photograph is just one of a couple. She did do detail shots on the Tumblr as well. It helped me realise the different elements that come into play when you're trying to put together a really fancy coordinate, and how even a small thing carefully placed can add a lot of depth into a coordinate. Picture number 2. It actually took me a while to remember that this is something, that it's a thing, but once I did it, immediately it clicked like that, being duh, of course. And you've probably seen them. These are the Lolita hate to suffocate them with your petticoat pins. Now there are actually 3 versions of this, the Gothic Lolita, Classic Lolita and Sweet Lolita, and whilst I personally probably like Classic Lolita one most, it feels like the drawing itself is something I like most, it's the Sweet Lolita one that I'm using for this challenge. The reason being, A, it's instantly recognisable, and B, this is probably the substyle that tends to get the most attention from muggles on the street. As Sweet Lolita, as soon as you venture out in pastels and bunnies and whatnot, that's when you're really swarmed with both nice kind of muggles who just go, I really like it, what's the occasion, to not nice muggles who will spew hate towards you. And that's when you suffocate them with your petticoat. That little button is inspiring in a sense that it makes me smile and laugh, and it reminds me that I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing that to get attention from the world. I'm not doing that to please anyone other than myself. I'm just putting on clothes, and if you don't like it, then go away, to put it nicely. Lastly, picture number 3, again kind of a last minute epiphany, and I'll be honest here, I could literally link the entire photo shoot here because it's all beautiful, but I am using just this image, and it's from the photo shoot for Baroque and Sakizo's collaboration Repose of Queen. Now, seeing this image and the rest from that photo shoot was A, the trigger that convinced me, girl, you need that dress in your life. And I have done an unboxing for it, so if you're curious to see a little bit more of the dress, I'll link it. However, the photo shoot itself is incredibly artistic and beautiful, and I almost want to say it has those elements of high fashion photo shoots. It's that juxtaposition of a very elegant dress styled in an incredibly regal way against the backdrop that's kind of old, kind of gloomy, almost derelict sometimes, depending on which photo you look like. And it's almost as if it sort of evokes that sense of a lost era and times past, in the sense that all that remains of this once beautiful surrounding is the model herself, and she is that epitome of a beautiful era and that's now gone. She's almost a ghost of a past that won't come back now. And at the same time, and that's especially true for the darker colorways of that dress and this particular picture, there's that sense of otherworldness, that very mystic aura, that you're not just looking at anyone from that past, you're looking at someone who was incredibly important, someone who had power, at someone who was respected and revered during that time whilst everything was still beautiful. And their aura of dignity and that regal sense still remains, even though everything else around them has collapsed and turned into dust. I'm probably interpreting this way too much, but it is an incredibly beautiful picture, and this is why it inspires me. And that's it for prompt number 3 of the 10-day Lolita challenge. Please do join in, it's incredibly fun to do it. The full list of prompts is in the description down below, and if you click on the eye in the corner of this video, it'll take you to the playlist of all the videos that I've done for this challenge so far. If you liked it, please leave a comment and like it, subscribe to the channel. You can also support me financially a little bit through my Ko-fi page, which is also linked in the description down below. Any little bit is appreciated, and it will help motivate me to keep doing videos like this, as well as continue the blog, which, as always, I encourage you all to check out. It's Cupcakes and Unicorns, where you'll find more Lolita content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!